Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Tuesday and I'm going to do a really fun video. I've never done one of these, but I'm going to show you I guess I'm going to call them my 2019 Amazon favorites. So everything I'm going to show you, these are things that we have ordered over and over again. So some of them are really good. Okay, I'm telling a story. A few of these things I ordered last year and they're just some of my favorites. So anyway, here we are. I think you're gonna like all of them. The first thing I wanted to show you is this. This is my second one. I got this idea, I got a couple of these ideas from Tammy, but this is a nail polish holder and it holds, you know, of course the OPI and all of the, I think it holds my Chanel SE. Yeah, it shows where it holds SE and OPI, and it's double-sided. So you have, I don't know how many the whole thing holds, 48 compartments, and it really is nice. I used to just have my nail polish in like little boxes, and you know, you would still have to pick them up. With this, you just kind of look at it, and then you can store it like this. I have them stored upstairs in my room, and it just makes it so much simpler. So you can kind of put the colors together, and I just love it. It's just perfect, and I think this would be a great gift too. Like if you had a daughter, a sister, a friend or something, it would be cool to give them one of these and then put a couple of nail polishes in. And along with nail polish, I had to mention OPI Funny Bunny. This is one of those polishes that's not real easy to find. They don't carry it at Ulta and they don't carry it like at Walmart. They do carry it at Sally's, and I have purchased it from Amazon. It is just the perfect white polish. It doesn't get scratched up or scarred up. It's not one of those that's so white and matte that it's going to look like little chiclet fingernails. It's just perfect, and it looks really good like if you put one coat of this and then one coat of the bubble bath. And really all OPI polishes you can get on Amazon, but this is one that I have ordered a few times because this is one of the ones that I actually use up. We use it all the time, especially in the summertime. Then this is something that I have ordered a bunch of times, and I've had it in my favorites a bunch of times, but these are just, I can't do without these. And it is the Intrinsics silken, I think they're called silken wipes or something. Yeah, petite silken wipes, 2x2. I did order the 4x4 thinking, oh, I might like them for this or that. I didn't. I ended up giving those to my mom. I really like just the 2x2 squares. They don't come apart. They don't get fuzzy in my drawer, like, because I usually just take a stack out and put it in my drawer beside my sink. And they're just perfect for toner or, you know, anything like that. I use them for toner, you know, my Paula's Choice or the other one that I use, that real strong one. And what's good about it is because they're just thin and gauze, it doesn't take that much product to really soak it. And I feel like it's not really scrubby, but I feel like I can really get in around my nose and my eyebrows and everything. I just love these. Hey, one other thing, I was just putting up that nail polish. I put the Funny Bunny in there and put it to go upstairs, and I forgot to tell you that on the sides, there's also room for your nail file or anything like that you want to keep in there, your clippers and all that kind of stuff. So that's nice too. Okay, now let's get to this candle. I have just told you about this so many times. It's that candle that when I was in Texas, where were we? I keep thinking Miami. What am I trying to think of? Not Dallas. Houston. When I was in Houston, Texas, oh my gosh, this is the best smell. This was burning in the bathroom, and we were all talking about how good it smelled. So I looked at it to see which one it was, and it's this one. It's called Rosemary. It has a, like I said, sexy Christmas. It has like a kind of like that Christmassy Christmas tree smell, but not I don't know, not so much that you couldn't use it all year round. And it's by Ergo, the original premium fragrance soy candle. I want you to look at how clean this burns. None of that black soot stuff, none of that black around the edges. It burns so even. I do trim it, you know, every time or every other time. And I just love it. It is the best smelling candle. I've ordered it a couple times. I gave one to my sister-in-law at Christmas time, and I just think that you would love it. It is just the best candle. It is so it's worth 2 or 3 of the other, like, Bath and Body Works candles or whatever. It doesn't have that, you know, all of those kind of smell the same. I'm not knocking them because I do love those, but this is just so much better, and I love the way it burns. Okay, here comes some funny things. This one is a heating pad. We had an old heating pad that was like, the cover kept coming off of it. It was just not very comfortable. But we love a heating pad. Anytime like my stomach doesn't feel good, or, you know, I don't know, anytime anything happens to any of us, and like, you know, when that time of the month and all that other kind of stuff, we get out the heating pad. And I've always wanted one that was better. So I asked John to order us one, and he ordered this one, and I love it. Of course, it's got like mega controls. You can set the heat. It's got the auto off, and then the heat up and down, and then it's got a 2-hour, and then one that says stay on. But what I like about it the most is how soft it is and how long it is. So, like, for instance, sometimes I have sciatica, and for some reason I feel like the heating pad makes it feel better, but I want to with my old one, I was having to like sit on it for a little bit, then move it up my back a little bit, and then move it to the front. This one I can wrap all around like my whole hip, and like sometimes down my leg. Sometimes the sciatica is just in my, you know, hip and behind. Sometimes it goes all the way down to my ankle and my feet. And so this is something that you can do all of that stuff with, and it's real soft, and I just love it. It's a good one. I was just thinking when I put that heating pad up, that is actually the thing that made me want to do these Amazon favorites, because I was so impressed with that. And then I was thinking about all the other things that I want to tell you about, and that's just something I probably wouldn't have mentioned. Okay, this is something that I just showed you a few weeks ago, and it is another recommendation from Tammy, and it is one of these little, I think it's considered like for an art, you know, art pencils and pens and stuff like that. But what I am going to use it for, and she was using it for, are lip liners. So you can put, or you could do your eyeliners, you could do, you know, your brow liners, anything you want to put in here, some brushes, whatever. But I'm going to use it for lip liners because that is what I have the most of, that I want to keep organized. And then I'm going to just stick them right, you know, I'll probably keep the ones that I use all the time out on my counter like I do now, but then I can just stick this in my closet and then pull it out and go right to the lip liner that I want, which has not happened in a long time because I just have them in big cups in my drawer, and I have to like figure out which cup, guess which cup it's going to be in, and then just keep on picking them up until I find it. So this will be wonderful. Another funny thing, and I just washed the cover on this and it already looks grimy again because I like snuggle all with this every night. This is a travel pillow that I saw on Jen Atkins' page or channel. I think that she recommended this with her travel, you know, travel favorites or whatever. And I ordered it before I went to Miami with Sheila back in November. And I just fell in love with it. I love it so much that we ordered the bigger version, and that one I didn't care for. I ended up, Will has it and he loves it. But I use this probably a little bit different than you're supposed to. So it's one of these that's shaped like this. It's extremely soft. It's much softer than most of these foam type pillows. And so I think that you're probably supposed to use it like, I think you're, hey Chanel, hey. She must have thought we were going to take a nap or something. Anyway, I think you're supposed to use it like this. And she wasn't saying to use this on the plane or anything like that, but she was saying how, you know, sometimes you get to a hotel and they have like, this happens to me a lot, they'll have those nice downed pillows, but you can't, they're just so, there's no like firmness to them, and you end up getting a crink in your neck because you can't get your pillows right. So that is the reason that she was talking about this, and that's the reason I took it. And I think you're supposed to use it like this, and I don't do that. I use it like when I am doing my Instagram at night or something, or when I'm watching TV, I use it like this. And, you know, just kind of sit my head up on it, and it just is perfect. It's like, you know how you can't get your pillows right sometimes, like two, maybe too many, but one's not enough. That's when this comes in handy. Like when I'm watching TV, I put this on top of 2 pillows. But when I sleep at night, I put it just on top of 1 pillow, and I sleep with it like this at night. And there's just something about the way it cradles your head. And even when I'm sleeping on my stomach, because it's squishy enough, you can still kind of like squish it up and sleep with it. It is just, I mean, I cannot go without this pillow, and I hate it because it doesn't really look good on the bed. It gets dirty. I tried putting just a regular pillowcase on it, just a small one, and it just, I don't know, I felt like it wasn't the same. So luckily you can unzip it and wash the cover and it goes right back on. But I love this, and I think it's worth a shot. Another crazy thing that we order over and over is the Chef Paul Prudhomme's Herbal Pizza and Pasta Magic. Used to, you could get this at the grocery store, and you still can get a lot of these seasonings that he makes at the grocery store. But it got to the point where I could not find this anywhere, and Will loves this on his pizza. It is just Parmesan cheese, salt, garlic, onion, spices, crushed chilies, and it says it does contain milk. I guess that would be with the Parmesan cheese. So Will even takes this when we go eat pizza. He will take this with him. And it's good on pasta. Like last night, I made spaghetti with meat sauce, and he used this on there. And I get them, they come 2 in a pack, and it says it's gluten-free too. But it is so good. It reminds me of, if you've ever gotten a Papa John's thin pizza, and they have that little, you know, seasoning to put on it, that's kind of what it reminds me of. It makes everything better. Okay, let me go down my list and make sure I have told you. I haven't told you everything, but I want to see where I am. Okay, one that I want to mention is this rug that we got not so long ago. It is a shag rug. It was very inexpensive. It comes in lots of different colors. It feels so good underneath your feet. Even John, matter of fact, when I was doing my list, I had forgotten that, and he came in the bedroom and said, that rug feels so good. And I said, oh my gosh, I forgot to put that on my list. It is fabulous. I had bought another it is so bobo compared to this one. I had bought another shag rug that I have upstairs from Wayfair. This one just blows it away. So as soon as I get everything, you know, organized up there, I'm going to decide what size I want. I think I'm going to get a little bit bigger so it helps with the sound up there, and I'm going to get one for upstairs. And I just cannot just praise that rug enough. And you can vacuum on it. I have like an Oric vacuum cleaner, and I vacuumed it the other night, and you do have to it's not like it's real easy, but you can vacuum it. So it's not one, I was scared that it was going to be one you couldn't vacuum at all, but you can. So that is like one of our very favorite things. Okay, now lashes. 2 of my lashes are unique, and they are just some of my favorites. If you've been with me for a while, and I'll zoom in. If you've been with me for a while, you probably remember these. And I put them on a little bit different because this is how I used to wear them. I used to always put these on first, then do my mascara. So it gives you a totally different look because if I put my mascara on first and then I put my lashes on, everything's going to tilt more up. But if you put these on first, then do your mascara, it gives you more of a natural look, and it lets more of your lid show. So that's just a little tip. But they are the Ardell self-adhesive. They're either called 120S, which are the ones that I used to order from Amazon. These I actually picked up at Sally's, and I picked up every pair they had, and they were behind another pair. So I don't know if they keep these all the time. But anyway, they're both the Demi Wispies, and they're the self-adhesive. And see, because they have that little black band, there's just something about the way it looks. It almost gives you that look like you have eyeliner on, because the band is the slightest bit shiny. And every time I wear these, people ask me if I get my lashes done. So it's more of a natural look. And the first time that you wear them, you can actually use the self-adhesive. It just sticks right on. And then they give you another band that you can stick the lashes to and then use them again. But what I do, I never even use that second band, because I love the second and third and fourth time that I use them. The glue, when you put it on that band, it just makes it so easy to go right on your eyes. So these have been like my favorites for a long time. And then I wanted to mention this glue. I like the Duo Dark probably the best, but this would be my next favorite. And Lisa SZ09 told me about this glue. It's the Star Glue, and I've got it in the white and the dark, and I order it from Amazon. And it must be, I think it's latex, just like the Duo. It's really the only glue I like besides the Duo Dark. But one thing that you might like even better is when it comes out, you know how the Duo Dark is kind of like a gray and then it dries dark? This comes out just like oil, coal black. I mean, just as black as you can get. So some of you might like this. And it just works. It probably works just as good. Matter of fact, when I pull out my drawer and I'm going to get my lash glue, if I see this one first, I just grab this one. So it's probably equally as good as the Duo Dark, but it's much less expensive. The other lashes that I order from Amazon, and I order these either in 3s, 6s, or sometimes I go ahead and get like a little case of these, and it is the Red Cherry eyelashes in number 43. They named them Stevie, but I will put the link down below. Most of the time I order them in 3s, and they are just really, really pretty lashes that fit my eye well, and that is the case. I mean, you have to find lashes that fit your eye, and because my eyes are, I say this all the time, but like sometimes I see people that have big round eyes, but their eyelid doesn't go like this as much as mine does. So I really have to have just the perfect lash, because I have so much of a curve that some just don't work for me. Like if the band is really, really thick and it won't stay bent, then they don't work. But these have a really, really thin band. Hopefully you can see that. See how it's almost like an Invisiband? And I only have to cut a few off the ends, and these give it's kind of like a natural look because they're not real thick, but they do really wing out at the end. So it gives you that fluttery, they just look really pretty with a winged eyeliner. And I think you would love these, and they're very inexpensive. This is something I have ordered a couple of times because one time I lost it, and so I bought another one that kind of looked like it at Sally's, but it wasn't as good. There was just something about this one. It's called a New Bone. It's just like a detangling comb, and I got this from, I think she's called Anna Lee and Jessie. I was watching one of her hair tutorials one time, and she does hair, and she was talking about this comb, and it is just awesome. I think because the actual teeth of it are so spaced out, it's got a really good like rat tail. This is what I use to like clean out my brushes. I usually just run it down, and of course I don't really worry about a real straight part, but if you do, you could really use this. And it is so hard. I don't know, there's just something about it. It's just, I love it. It feels really good. It doesn't bend like when you're combing out your hair. It's just a really good comb. So I have ordered this a couple of times for me, and I've given these as gifts too. Okay, and then this is one of our very favorite things that we just got at the end of the year from Amazon, and that is my ice maker that John bought me. He knows that I love ice. Like I always use the crushed ice from the refrigerator, but I always loved it when we went somewhere that had the little pellet ice like this. Just the perfect little pellet that is real easy to crunch. It makes every drink so good. It makes every drink like a treat. And he even uses it for his mixed drinks that he drinks on the weekends, and he loves it. It comes with like a little scoop, and I will put a picture up here, and you just pull the little drawer out, scoop your ice, and then it has a little tray for you to put the scoop back in. And to fill up the water, you just take off the side, and we have like a big water bottle that we get. They just came this morning. I think it's crystal water, and we fill it up with that. So we know it's really good water, and I just love it. I love it. And he said, you got to tell him about the ice maker, which I had already told you about it, but I really think that you will love it. Now, he did notice that the price went up a little bit. It was, I don't know if it was on sale, but it went up just a little bit. But he said that it was still the best one for the money. It got the best reviews for the money. He said there are some that were really, really expensive, but this was the best deal. So if you are like me and you like ice like this, I think it's worth it. It doesn't take up a lot of room on my counter. You're probably like me, you don't like things on the counter. I have a small kitchen, but it is so worth it. And it's neat looking, and it goes with the stainless steel, you know, appliances and everything, and it is so worth it. So this is definitely something I think you would enjoy. We have been so tickled with it. You can hear it running now, because when you scoop ice out, it goes ahead and starts running the water in there to fill it back up again. Hey, and this is something kind of boring too, but it's something that I have ordered I don't know how many times, and I will continue to order, and that is the retainerBrite. You guys know that I have had Invisalign. I had my trays for, it was over 2 years. It was probably over 2.5 years. But now I'm at the end of my process, and I just wear I've got 2 sets of the really thick retainers. They're thicker, and I don't have any attachments. And so every night I have to wear those to bed. And what I do is, because I don't want to eat late anyway, I always finish eating way before 8 o'clock. But probably, I'm usually finished eating everything I'm going to eat by like 6:30 or 7. I go ahead, floss my teeth, brush them, and do everything. And then I put my trays in, and then I wear them to sleep. I actually love the way it feels when I put my trays in. I think now it just feels secure, and like maybe in my mind I know that I'm doing the right thing, you know, and getting my teeth. I don't want them to move after I've spent all this time and money getting them straight. But this and the little, I will also link the little tray, because what I do is I take them, you run warm water, it's just the little tabs, and it has like a little strainer tray that I go ahead and pop them out and put them in the morning, and then I let them soak basically all day until the next time I come in or the next time I look over there, and then I'll go ahead and strain them, rinse them out, strain them out, and I'll have them for that night to put in. But it just makes them feel like, I will say, you can't, if I only do this, I can tell that I haven't brushed them. But if I only brush them with toothpaste, I can tell that I haven't done this. This kind of like, you can tell it like deodorizes them, and it says it kills 99% of common odor-causing bacteria and helps remove plaque and tartar, cleans and brightens. It definitely does brighten them. It makes them a lot more clear. So if you are using Invisalign, you would really love these, because it keeps them real clean looking until you get your next set. And you don't have to have the tray. You can actually just put them in a cup of water, but I like having the strainer tray, because that's how I rinse them out, is I pour it out and then I keep on swishing that tray around in clean water. So these have been just so nice. We are down to one of the most exciting things that I just got from Amazon yesterday, but I wanted to mention that because I think I may have put a note about these down below, but you guys remember my Frye boots that I bought. I think I bought them year before last. So last year you could still find them on some sites, not on the, I think there were a few left on the Frye website, But then by the end of the year, they were gone. I couldn't find them anywhere to link for you guys. And I was like, oh no, because these are just, they don't look like anything special, but they are so comfortable and they look good with so many different things. They look good with just even a pair of sweatpants and like a big denim jacket or your moto jacket or a big faux fur. They've got a good size heel. I think it's probably about 4 inches, but it doesn't feel like a lot at all. They're very, very comfortable. And then they have a little bit of like a lug sole, but not enough to make them look too casual. It doesn't show as much when you are walking, but yet it gives you that support. They're like rubbery on the bottom. And you know how Frye boots are. They just get better and better as you wear them. And I have them in the short, then I also have them in the tall. And the toe is, I would say, like an almond shape. So it's not pointed, but it's not squared or too rounded off. It's just perfect. And they have like a little bit of a, I don't know, I like that they're so plain that they really don't make any type of statement. But if I had to say, I feel like they almost have a teeny tiny bit of a retro vibe when I wear these. And I just love them. I had them in the brown. I didn't wear the brown as much. I think I actually took those to the resale shop. And if anybody lives here where I do, I take most of my things to Hope resale shop. They are so sweet in there and they have really nice things. Like every time I walk in there, I see another, like people bring Balenciaga bags, Louboutin, Valentino's, lots of good stuff in there. And so anyway, so these are my tall ones. I can't decide what I'm gonna wear today. I brought these out to wear. But when I was wearing these the other day, I decided to, just on a whim, look and see if I could find them anywhere. And then when I found them, I almost didn't believe it. But I ordered them, and then even after I ordered them, I kind of thought they were gonna send me that message that said they weren't in stock. But look what came yesterday, a brand new pair. And they were so much less. I think I paid, you know, like $300 and some for them. These were just like 100 and something. They might have been close to 200, but it was like 100 and something. And I guarantee you will love these boots. They are just perfection. See how they've got just enough of that sole to give you good support, but it's not enough to make them look too clunky or chunky. And they're just perfect. They go with everything. So I couldn't go without mentioning these. Today, I can't decide what I want to wear. I'll try on both and we'll see what you think. So I'll go ahead and do my outfit of the day. This is an older Diane von Furstenberg dress, and I loved it. You guys have seen me wear it plenty of times. I'll probably never get rid of it, but it is what made her so famous for her wrap dress. And I just think there is nothing sexier or more versatile than a good wrap dress. And the reason I wore it is because I have purchased several wrap dresses from Amazon, and I will link them down below. I've gotten them in the sleeveless, the short sleeve, and it is, Patty Boutique, I believe is what it is. And I love those too. So you can definitely find some good wrap dresses on Amazon. And then I'm wearing my favorite tights, and I have also ordered these on Amazon. They are the Hue Temp tights. I think they're like temp as in the temperature control. They are thick, but they're not like they're fleecy or fuzzy. You can still see through them a little bit, and they're just my favorites. They go right on. They're thick enough that you can see, like, you know, which way you wore them last time, so you can put them on the right way. And I love them. They make being able to wear a dress in the wintertime possible for me. Otherwise I couldn't do it because my legs are too white. And then these are the Parker tall boots. I haven't even looked to see if these are available on Amazon, but I just thought I would wear these first to decide which ones to wear. So let me go look in the mirror. I think I'm probably gonna wear these because I like the way they look, but let's try on my short ones. And I don't even think I'm gonna get my new ones out yet. I might save them until I completely destroy these other ones, but I just couldn't resist getting a backup pair. So these are the short boots, but you can see how even they look good. What makes these boots special is the way, another thing that makes them special is they are the perfect height and the way that they're straight. And I just think because they're so plain too, that makes them easy to wear. But, so what do you think? Do you think I should wear the tall boots or the short ones? I don't know what I'll do. Okay, so I hope you guys saw something that you liked, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about it all. Some of it was funny, I know, but I really wanted to tell you what we liked the most. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, and I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.